Hi, I'm Dr. David Hill, and today we're going to talk about how to control a child's dandruff. Right, people find it embarrassing because it's flaky skin on the scalp that sometimes you can see. And when it builds up, sometimes it looks like maybe you haven't washed your child's hair enough, or they're dirty or unhygienic. And so we get embarrassed when we talk about dandruff. But that's not really what causes dandruff. Dandruff is really the body's immune system reacting against the sort of fungi that live on our skin all the time. I know that's a really gross thought, but the fact is our bodies are like buses for millions of microorganisms, most of which actually do us no harm and some of which actually help us. Now, fungi live on the skin, they live on the scalp, and normally they don't cause dandruff, but for susceptible people, the skin reacts to the presence of these fungi by building up a little extra dead skin cells, the same way you would make a callus, for example, if you were lifting weights or using your hands a lot. On the scalp, these cells tend to flake off, and that's what dandruff is. So, okay, what are you going to do about it? Well, one thing you can do is just debulk the scales using a little brush to scrub the hair during the bath or shower. You can use some baby oil, which seems to make it a little easier to get the scales off, but that does not stop the underlying problem. It doesn't stop new scales from forming. To do that, you want to use something that kills the fungus. The most common agents use a type of metal called selenium. Selenium is the active ingredient in Selsun Blue and in Head and Shoulders. But that's not the only thing that you can use. You can also use tar gel. This is most prominently found in T-Gel, a shampoo that's made by Neutrogena in a couple of different strengths, available over the counter. And finally, you can use a shampoo that has an antifungal medication in it called Nizoral. That medication is available in Nizoral shampoo. Ketoconazole is the active ingredient. That's what the generic is for Nizoral. You want to use these shampoos maybe 2-3 times a week. They can actually be drying to the scalp themselves, so you probably don't want to use them every day unless it's the very first week and you're really trying to get it under control. You also might want to alternate which shampoo you're using. Maybe use a selenium shampoo and then switch it with Nizoral or with a shampoo based on tar gel. Over time, you're going to find you get control of this chronic condition, but you may never get it completely licked. If you talk to your doctor, he or she may also be able to prescribe steroid, usually a lotion that you can rub into the scalp. Hydrocortisone is probably the most common, but for really severe cases, sometimes stronger steroids are needed. Those are usually prescribed by a dermatologist. So, to control your child's dandruff, you can debulk the scale. You can use a selenium, tar gel, or ketoconazole-based shampoo, and you can consult a doctor or dermatologist about using a steroid lotion in cases that are really bad. Talking about controlling your child's dandruff, I'm Dr. David Hill.